Hello, Internet. Welcome to another episode of the Rainbow Show. What we're going to be doing is just playing a variety of games. Our goal here is to see what runs, what does not run, what records well, what doesn't record well, for the purposes of deciding what to play on YouTube, and just for my own sanity, getting an idea of what is going to work for me or not. So again, just a reminder. So we're going to play like 2 or 3 games for like 10 or 15 minutes each, just to see how they play and record. Then I'm going to, during we'll talk about, what's going on in my life and just stuff like that. But mainly I want to focus on what works for the game, for recording and what doesn't. So really important as you watch, take note. Hey, if this looks terrible, leave me a comment. Say, hey, this game looks terrible. This game looks good. And we'll go from there. So let's just jump into a game really quick. So I thought we'd start with Oblivion, since I had recorded a bunch of Oblivion and it didn't really work out for me. So here we are in the world. Now, in the outdoor world, I notice a lot of stuttering in this game. So we're just going to travel around a little bit and see how this looks. Ultimately, so basically Oblivion, so we'll notice in the distance when it loads new cells, and when that happens, there's usually a spike of lag. Like there, it blipped that into existence. So let's just pick a direction and head in that direction. And I recorded quite a few episodes of Oblivion, and then it turned out to not really work for me. I thought I would start with this just to see how it records. For me, this is all quite smooth actually at the moment. I'm not noticing any stutters at all. This is something that is different from what it was before, because I was definitely having some stutters. There's definitely some stuttering right now. But the question always is, even if I'm not seeing stuttering, is it going to show up in the recording as stuttering? Is there going to be a miscommunication between my graphics card and my capture card? So it's important to, record and get feedback and see how YouTube transcodes it, because it might look fine for me and then turn out to be really, really bad in recording. I'm actually not seeing any stuttering at all, which is... there's a stutter. I did record 8 episodes of this, I think, and then just found out that they were unwatchable due to the stuttering and whatnot. So we're just going to jump around the real world out here for a while. This open world is like the worst part, because it has to load a lot of cells in different directions. And that can lead to some lag. When we're indoors, it's virtually perfect. It doesn't look bad at all. When we're in big cities, sometimes that's an issue, but mostly it's this open world. So, yeah, got a wolfie over here. So we'll just play around in the open world a little bit, and then we will swap to checking the interior of some cities and things, and see how that goes. Yeah, I just wanted to record a little bit more. It's the weekend, my niece is here, so like I have a kid running around the house making noise. Let's go cold touch. Boop. He dead. I guess we'll loot him. She's running around the house. Kids are loud, nothing against her, just, kids are loud and annoying, they took her somewhere, so I thought, this is a good opportunity to record a little, since I'm not going to be able to record really for the rest of the night. I don't know what those are. Let's head to a city and see how that handles. We'll go to the Imperial City, since it's nice and big, in a nice populated area, the marketplace. They had her painting Easter eggs earlier, because I guess it's like Easter this week. I don't really keep track. Plus, with coronavirus, it's not like you can go to Easter Mass or Sunday service or whatever you call it. I'm a little out of touch when it comes to religion. So I'm not noticing any stuttering at all here, which is nice. So let's just try loading some other places, popping around. And again, just looking for smoothness. If you're noticing stuttering, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. It would help me out immensely to hear what other people think. And if it is stuttering, just let me know, is it watchable, or is it like stuttering to the point where you would never watch this on YouTube? Those are very important factors, very important information for me, so go ahead and do that. We'll pop back out. Let's go find a dungeon. I haven't really been many places. We've already been there in a quest. I don't really see any other dungeons that we've been near. Let's just pick an area and strike out in hopes of finding a dungeon. That way we can see in a dungeon with the monster AI going and all that stuff, see how that runs. So let's just pick an area here. I mean, it looks smooth to me. It's totally, that's the thing with Oblivion is like, there's a stutter. Is that, for me, I could totally play this and not have issues with it. And I would be fine playing this game, even with the stutters that I'm seeing. Problem is, for YouTube, people kind of expect, like, not perfect content, but they really don't want to watch something that's framey. I'm getting some spikes here. I don't know if this guy is hostile or not. Hey, look, you're hostile. So rude. Boop. Just freeze him down. Oh, you thought you were going to hit me? I don't think so. It's totally playable, but for the context of YouTube, people don't want to watch things that are really choppy and framey, so I don't know. I was really hyped to play Oblivion. I played 8 episodes, and now I don't really want to play it because I don't want to have to go back through the tutorial and all that kind of crap that, you know, is not super exciting. And really, I didn't even want to play Oblivion. I wanted to play Morrowind. But that did not work out, so what are you going to do? We saw that in the last episode. So I'm seeing some lag here and there, but it's definitely tolerable. I don't see any dungeons, though. Yeah, my niece is here. They were painting Easter eggs, which is like... It's interesting, because I remember doing that at her age, here in this same house, with the same people. So it's really interesting to think about that generational gap, and yet they're doing the exact same things we did, you know, 20 years ago or however long ago. It's interesting. 25 years ago, really, and it's interesting, you know, that generational divide, and yet they're doing the same thing, you know, painting Easter eggs in our kitchen, using probably the same kind of kits that we used when we were kids, and you know, my family member made a whole bunch of hard-boiled eggs for her to paint. And it's just, you know, it's nice. It's nice that they're doing that with her. You know, when I was a kid, our life was terrible. Like, we were all being really abused and just having a hard time. And it was like a safe place for us to come here. And it's nice that she has the same thing. Now, her life is a lot better than ours. Her mother loves her very much, takes very good care of her. I mean, she feeds her too much garbage. But, like... Mom loves her and takes care of her, so she has it much better than we did when we were kids. But still, it's nice to have, you know, as a child, to have a place that you know you can be safe and you can do fun things, and it's nice, you know. And then my brother, I don't know, I think my family went out door dashing, and then my brother took my niece somewhere because I heard them leave a while ago. I don't know. Don't really care. I mean, it just gives me an opportunity to record before, you know, she comes back and starts making a bunch of noise. Vermina's Shrine. No idea what this is about. Hello,
I have seen
Avira Neural.
After you've seen through Vermina.
Okay. Can I interact with the statue? Boop. Demands a more powerful champion to begin this quest. As rude, madam. I will become the greatest person in Cyrodiil, and yet you won't give me a quest? Hello, sir. You appear to be a vampire, based on your eye color.
Who are you? Who dares to walk in the House of Shadow?
Oh, sounds like somebody just came home, unfortunately.
Here we worship Vermina.
Indeed, it's my niece. And my brother, I guess. So much for having quiet time to record. We'll still power through. We're 10 minutes in. Let's pivot to another game. At this point, you should have an idea of whether this looks okay or not. For me, it's performed more or less flawlessly. I'm just concerned that in the recording it will be choppy. There have been like 6 major stutters this whole time, so that's not that bad considering we've been playing for 10 minutes. I am noticing it here and there, but I don't think it's terrible. I just don't know how it will look in the recording. Rodent, how dare thee attack me? Ooh, you're resilient. The other ones only took one arrow. I'm stuck in place. My willpower is being drained. I have contracted a disease. How do we look at that? Magic, current effects. Red Rage. Oh, okay. So we're going to pivot to another game here. Let's see how something else goes. Again, let me know in the comments, is it watchable, is it not watchable? Would you like to see me play Oblivion? Would you rather see me play something else? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'm going to pivot to another game. Okay, so I've loaded up RE2, the remake, just to see how a modern, powerful game runs. Let's go ahead and pop into a new game here. Be Leon, of course, and just jump into it. Now, Resident Evil 2 came out like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I love the Resident Evil series. Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 are all great games. 7 was terrible. I know a lot of people really liked it, but they completely changed what you expect from a Resident Evil game, and I did not enjoy that shift. I like the over-the-shoulder shooting games, and then in 7 it was like not that. It was a first person. They went back to the old puzzle solving crap that I hate from those early games. It's like, did not like Biohazard. And then this one came out, and I was really excited because it was that over-the-shoulder shooty style again. But what has been happening in the Resident Evil series over the last, like, 15 years has been a shift from zombies to these kind of superhuman, ridiculous, unkillable things. And it's super irritating to me. So we're just watching the cutscene because I wanted to record a little bit of the facial features and the cutscene to see how that records. Now we'll shift to the gameplay. It's been a gradual shift to these superhuman, ridiculously powerful creatures that are like nonsensical in how strong they are. You know, they take 6 to 10 headshots just to put them down, and I hate that garbage, you know. It's a zombie, you shoot it in the head, you know, it shouldn't take 6 bullets. And to my understanding, this game is the same way. I mean, this is looking real smooth for me. I don't know how it looks in the recording. It's probably very dark, actually. The recording tends to make things a little darker. So let's turn up the brightness a little bit, just barely visible. Let's turn that up. No, that's the wrong way. Turn that up. Min brightness. Turn that up. I don't know. Turn the brightness up. I don't know how it looks on the recording. Wow, it's very bright. I should maybe not have done that. Hey, bud. You've been murdered a little bit? Okay. Let's head back here. And yeah, it's just frustrating to me to play a zombie game where it doesn't matter what you do because the enemies are just super powerful creatures that can't be stopped, essentially. Which I think we'll see here in a moment. When this guy pops up, we're going to shoot him, and it's going to take like 10 bullets to kill this guy. And it's so annoying, and I don't find that fun. You know, I enjoy being a powerful character and starting a game where, like, it takes, look, 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3 bullets, 4 bullets. And he fell down, and I guarantee he gets back up when we double back, because that's how this whole game is. They script people appearing out of nowhere even when they're supposed to be dead. So, like, I'm sure he's going to get back up. Look at that. Oh, boy. 4 bullets to the head. 5 bullets to the head. 6 bullets to the head. 7 bullets to the head. 7 bullets, internet. 7 bullets. It's ridiculous. That's why I didn't play this game, is because I think it's ridiculous. They already make it so ammunition is rare. I hate that you don't have the option to kill everything you come by. I just don't like that. I know that people really love this game. I know that... Why is my cursor not... Why do I have 2 cursors? Okay, whatever. I know that a lot of people really enjoyed this when it came out. I know the third one, the remake of Nemesis, just came out. I was excited to play it, but then I started playing RE2 again just to see how it felt, and I realized that this game is not as good as people think it is. I find the... God, you both look like you're 16 years old. Look at babyface Leon. He looks like Leo DiCaprio in friggin' Titanic. Look at her. She looks like she's 17 years old. You're welcome. Let's get back to gameplay, please. It is on my SSD, so the load time shouldn't be bad. No, skip. Skip, please. I just don't enjoy the like. Okay, so if you look at old games, they spent a lot of time with this whole like, you need to find the red key to get through the red door, and in Resident Evil in particular, it's like, oh, you have to find the three-headed, the three heads that fit on this statuette, and then put the statuette in the door frame, and it'll pop the door open. And that stuff annoys the bejesus out of me. I hate that. I absolutely hate the whole color-coded keys and special puzzle to open a door bullcrap. Because why would a police department have doors that are secured by these ridiculous puzzle locks? And from a gameplay perspective, it's just obnoxious. It's just to force you to explore. It's like, if you want me to explore, make it engaging. Don't make an arbitrary key that I have to find, to go find three pieces to. Make it an interesting, engaging location, and that just rubs me the wrong way. And then the enemies being super powerful is just absurd. I hate it. It shouldn't take 7 bullets to put down a zombie, Oh, there's a stutter I noticed. It just annoys me, so I don't think I'll be playing the third one. I highly doubt I would play this one on the channel, but I mean, if people demanded it, I would maybe play it, because I don't hate it that much, and God knows I already complain when I play games anyway, so it wouldn't be that different from what I already do. Can I skip this? Yeah. Where am I going? Fuse box? I don't have a fuse. And then just the way they stagger enemies, the fact that they don't really give you ammunition, stuff like that, it just annoys me, when games do that. I didn't mind when I played The Last of Us, right? It was a real focus on stealth, and you weren't supposed to shoot the enemies. And that was fine, because that's a stealth game, and you could manufacture knives to stealth kill enemies and stuff. And then in this game, it's they put you in positions where you have to fight the enemy. I believe if we go in here, we're going to get a long cutscene, and we'll watch a little bit of it, because it's pretty gross. And who doesn't like grossness? If you're turned off by gore, you should maybe not watch this next cutscene. But as soon as we help this guy, there's going to be a zombie that breaks down the door to the room we're standing in, and we have no choice but to engage him, because there's no way we can get around him in a door without him grabbing us. And so it's you're forcing me into a room where I have to fight the enemy, but I have no bullets, and then every enemy takes 7 bullets to kill. So you want me to fight the enemy, but you're not giving me the equipment to do so. Am I supposed to run away? Well, then you shouldn't bottleneck me in a tiny room with a scripted enemy that I can't avoid, you know what I mean? So so he's going to start banging on the door. I guess maybe we can get around him here. I highly doubt it. I know you can kneecap enemies. Never mind. Never mind. I was told you can kneecap enemies. Whatever. We just spent all of our bullets to get around that guy. And again, scripted enemies. So it's it just annoys me. So I think we're done with RE2 here. At this point, what am I supposed to do? Go through here, I guess. They're trying to funnel me. It's a dead end. Of course it is. Okay. You're clearly not going to be dead. Oh, look. Bullets. That's actually pretty nice. But yeah, I don't like the newer Resident Evil games. I like 4, I like 5, I like 6. All of those are things I would feel perfectly fine playing on the channel. I would play 4, 5, or 6 any day of the week on the channel. I love all 3 of those games. 6 is a little bit not fun because of the superhuman enemy aspect. But 4 and 5 are definitely tolerable and are really good. Really? Are pretty good fun games. So I wouldn't mind playing those. But RE2, probably not going to happen. It's just probably the most new and graphically intensive game that I have on the computer at the moment. So I thought I would record this just to see how it does. Oh, I got grabbed. What a shock. Okay, so I think we'll pivot to one more game. Sorry I did so much complaining. I just really dislike the direction that Resident Evil has been moving over the last couple of years. I think that they should go back to their roots a little bit. You would think, oh, RE2 Remake is going back to their roots. Kind of, I guess, but it's not. I mean, I played 2 and 3 when I was a kid and really enjoyed them, but this game just does not appeal to me at all. I don't know why. Anyway, let's pivot to something else. so I can stop complaining. So here I have loaded up Wolcen, I guess is how you say that. It is Lords of Mayhem. It's a game. It's an ARPG, is my understanding. I've actually never even booted this game up until right now. So this is all new to me, and I know that it's a newer game, and I've just recently picked it up, and I thought, you know, I mean, not that recently, I guess, but pretty recently. And I thought, you know, this is another new-ish game. I've been, again, craving an ARPG lately, so I thought I would give this a go. So we got this loading up. This is on my regular hard drive, so it's probably going to be a long load time, and I suspect that this is not going to run very well at all. But we, you know, that's the whole point of this, is to test lots of games. So lengthy loading time. I don't know anything about the story of this game. It was recommended to me because it's a more, I was told, the appearance stuff is much more realistic and satisfying than a game like Torchlight, where it's very cartoony and kind of goofy. So let's watch a little bit of cutscene here, just to see how this looks. Smooth to me, hopefully smooth in the recording. It's a little bit grainy, like there's a film grain overlay. In fact, that is exactly what that looks like.
Me, how do you plan to defeat the supernatural forces that feed and prey on mankind?
Like werewolves?
Again!
Again! That is a large man. Oh yeah, I named myself Testy McTesticle again. So I didn't think it would be putting my name in the cutscene, but
I had hoped that you three more than anyone would have learned to embrace it by now.
that is a large man.
Orphans carry the burden of pain with them.
I mean, this game looks awesome. I literally know nothing about it,
Finding a new family
other than
alleviates it.
I was told that the armor systems and stuff are much more realistic than some other things. I'm not sure what that means, and you can never know if you can believe people when they tell you that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, cutscenes look great. So let's skip this and get into some gameplay, see how the gameplay runs. Okay, this is less artsy and more movement, so I don't know if this will look better or worse. Some mild screen tearing, but that's probably my refresh rate. A dragon in the distance. Okay, I don't actually care about the intro, so let's jump in. Oh, pretty stuttery.
Yeah, I'm not betting with you again. Focus.
Okay, let's adjust this. Okay, reloaded at lower graphical settings. Definitely some stutters. It mostly seems smooth. I could probably lower the resolution as well, which would help. Let's go down to 16:9. Apply. Why does every time I change something it tells me to restart the game? I find that a little annoying, but okay. It's definitely somewhat stuttery. I don't think it's bad. Hello, person.
One each, let's go.
One each, let's go. Head up the ladder. I mean, okay. Left click to attack. Space to dodge roll. Invulnerability. I didn't realize we were playing Enter the Gungeon. Right click to unleash a powerful electric attack. Okay. Just kill these guys, I guess. I mean, pretty weird that they gib in one hit. Zzz, zap them. So definitely some stuttering. I don't think that this is a good candidate for YouTube, just based on the amount of work my computer's doing right now. Will inevitably lead to really bad stuttering. But I could totally play this in my free time. This looks freaking awesome. Looks like a boss type enemy here. Pretty classic ARPG stuff. Just strafe around his attacks, hit him when he's not looking. Stuff like that. Zap him. Good riddance, says Testy McTesticle. Will you? Because I'm like heavily armored and seem to gib you in one hit, so. Oh. Interesting.
I gotcha.
Okay. I don't know what that was. I don't know the lore of this game at all. It seems absolutely bizarre, but like bonkers in a really good way. I could definitely see myself playing this in my downtime.
What is going on?
I don't know, is it stuttering? I'm actually not really seeing stutters. Just kill them. I'm not really interested in the story, of course, at the moment. We're just playing to see how it runs. Honestly, running way smoother than I thought it would. I really expected when I saw the requirements for this game and stuff, I thought it would barely run on my PC. And frankly, my computer, like I said, is making a lot of noise right now. Like it's trying to... An aircraft is trying to take off, essentially. But it's, yeah, it seems to be running okay. We can't handle... I can handle it. Look how easy it is to kill them. Fight through the phenomenon. Yeah, I wish I knew what was happening. I also noticed there's an effect going on my right-hand side of the screen.
Soul magic.
Soul magic. This game seems awesome. Can I zoom in on myself? I don't like the armor. I was told the armor is like realistic. This is obviously ridiculous looking, but... And I don't like it at all, but whatever. Beggars and choosers.
He's one of us.
A scout.
A scout.
Hey, soldier, you're right. Where's the rest of your squad?
They're dead, obviously.
Soldier?
Sacrificed to demons or something.
Who's alone?
Who's alone?
Leave him be.
Shut up.
Who's alone?
He is, obviously. Don't hit. What is wrong with you? That's an HR nightmare, striking one of your scouts. Oh, I see. He's not alone. Gotcha. So this is a pretty common video game trope. In the beginning of the game, they give you tons of equipment, tons of stuff. Is she alive? Defend Valeria. Banish the damned creatures. How does one do that? Yeah, it's like a trope in video games where they give you like endgame skills or endgame armor or whatever, and then they take them away and you have to start from scratch, which is fine, you know. It's like it's a trope for a reason. It's a way to illustrate to the player what they can one day do, so that they can get excited. We are slowed, which is real bad in an ARPG. And it seems to slow me. Oh, I see. The circle around him is what is slowing me, not his actual attacks. I see. And I wasn't even intended to beat him, which is another trope in these games, which is where you meet a really powerful enemy at the first encounter. You shall be no more. Oh, I'm a weird angel thing. That's weird. Okay. I mean, I literally... Oh, I'm a big angel monster now. Cool. Cool. I can't actually tell what my abilities do, or how to trigger them other than to right-click. An excellent question, Valeria. I have no idea what's happening to me. Do I even have a health bar? I don't... Like, it's just too much. Game, you didn't give me any of your lore. I mean, they probably did in the cutscene and I just skipped it. But, like, it's just too much. You couldn't have just put me, like, as a naked amnesiac character the way most ARPGs start. Okay. Skip this noise. She sacrifices herself. I get it. Children of Heimlock. Heimlich? Sure. Yep. And they took everything away, and now we are the naked starter character. You're low on health. When you run out of health, you will go down. Press Q to use a health potion. Boop. See, this is more my speed. Right click. Require willpower or rage to cast. Not enough rage. Well, what is rage? Is this bar builds up as we attack enemies, presumably. A little bit of lagginess here. Got a chest piece. Inventory, I assume, is I. Is better. So we'll wear that. Yeah, I think the game looks cool. The lore seems pretty bonkers from what little bit we've seen. A little bit grand for me, but I don't know. It seems to look better than Grim Dawn, but be in that same vein, kind of a darker atmosphere. There's obviously something supernatural going on, so it's not like, again, someone had... Why can't I pick you up? I clearly have inventory space. Skin unlocked Barbarian Defender. Oh, probably Transmog. That's pretty cool. That's cool. 38 health, 3 to all resists. I mean, I really don't know what is better. Oh my god, I'm ripped. Look at me. Look at my back muscles. God, I have like 6-pack of... I'm just... Jeez, my god. Everyone in this game is so buff. Yeah, I was told this was like super realistic, so obviously that is not correct. But it definitely seems interesting. Definitely something I would play in my free time. I don't know how it looks in the recording. It is stuttering occasionally, but for the most part, I bet I could dial that in the settings and turn things down even further. And it still looks gorgeous. I already turned down a lot of the settings and it looks great. So definitely possibility. I've really been craving ARPGs lately. Oh, I see. I have a hammer blow attack now. At the beginning of the game, I selected melee, which is presumably why I have the hammer ability, even though before we had an electric ability. Why, when I click things, are they not being picked up? I wonder. Oh, interesting. Each hand equips independently. I do like that, actually. Morrowind was like that. And Daggerfall was like that. Anyway, we're at 40 minutes. I feel like I didn't give any commentary in this particular game because all party members will be teleported to the event area. As you ascend to the surface, you hear echoes of nearby battle. No, let's not do that right now. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on this game, and we'll see if I can dial in the settings. But again, let me know in the comments down below. Is this something that looks watchable, or was it too choppy to be viewable? Would you not watch this, or would you watch this on YouTube? Is this something you would be interested in seeing me play? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, no guarantees that I'm going to play any particular game, but I'm just trying to feel out what works for me and what does not. So for now, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for bearing with me when I'm just gaping at a new game and I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for bearing with me as I complain about Resident Evil. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 more of these kind of scattershot episodes and just keep recording some stuff. So for now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.